Good evening and welcome to the full snow moon, which is the full moon here in February. The full snow moon is the moon that is, it's named this way because it traditionally has been, February has been like a very snowy, stormy kind of month. So it's been known as the full storm moon, the full snow moon. I decided, because there's so many different moon names from different traditions, that I actually searched, and what I'm using are the names that the full moons are most known for where I live in Ontario, Canada. So if you have a different name for the moon, please drop it in the comments. I would love to see what names other people use when they look at the full moon. One of the things that I love about the winter moons, if we have any snow, is that they are so bright. Right now, with all the snow that we have, looking out at the full moon is just absolutely beautiful. It's almost like you're sitting at dusk and dawn because you can see very, very well because of the way the moon reflects off the snow, which I find is really funny, right? Because the moon is the reflection of the sun's light that we then get reflected off the snow. So it's just a nice big kind of mishmash of everything that's going on. Now, this moon is also in Leo. And so Leo has all of this charismatic, this fire energy, which is always funny to have fire in the middle of the winter. But Leo is very much about wanting to shine and wanting to be acknowledged for their talents and their skills. I think there's some of the more kind of lower connotations of Leo, which is egotistical and lazy. However, the thing is I think they get a bad rap because things really do come easy for Leo. And we need to tap more into that ease and that fire and that passion. And with Leo having the ability to like burn through blocks, it's going to be a really great kind of energy to be playing with on this full moon. So with the full moon, we're looking at releasing, we're looking at all of the different things that we are ready to tie up and let go of. And so I've kind of built all of that into this reading. It's going to be a quick little 3-card reading, as most of the moon readings are. So I'm going to shuffle this in. And what we're looking at pretty much right now is what can we release during this full snow moon in Leo. So we'll shuffle up the cards. And then all right, so as I said, it's 3 cards. And the first one asks, what is keeping you from seeing your full value? So now, one of the things that's really nice about the full moon in Leo is Leo already is a big highlighter of things that are going on. So with the full moon highlighting different areas, Leo comes in and is a very laser focused spotlight. So the things that are coming up are the things that are really calling for our attention right now. And we have the 5 of Cups. And so we're looking at what is keeping you from seeing your full value, and the 5 of Cups comes up. The 5 of Cups is always a bit gloomier. I kind of think of it as the Eeyore of the tarot cards, because it's the one that's always looking on the bad side. If something's going to happen, I can always think of a way that it can go worse. If something's going good, I can always think of a reason why it's not really as good as other people are saying, right? You go to a park and you're having a great time. This is the person that would be like, yeah, but there's bugs. You go out and you go to an amusement park and like, yeah, I got gum on the bottom of my shoe, right? They're the person that no matter what's going on, they have such an incapacity to see everything that's there. You can also see it in the figure, right? There's a beautiful bright sun behind them, but they're all curled in. They're not looking at anything. They're just lost in this gloominess. Now, sometimes the gloominess and the melancholy of the 5 of Cups is what we need. The thing is if you get stuck there, then you're losing out on all the opportunities and all of the different ways that you can see the world around you. And we're looking now, right? What is it that is keeping us from seeing our full value? And what it is we're not able to get past all the failures that we have in our head. We're not able to get back past all the times people teased us or people said things to us that really pulled us down. And so because of that, we're stuck in this, oh, woe is me. I'm never going to be good. I'm never going to have whatever the people have. And so I just need to stop and give up kind of thing. And I'm just going to sit here. It reminds me of, like, well, do you want to pull out the little violin for the pity party? And I kind of say it in a bit of a joking way, but this is something that we really, really feel really deeply. It's not something we can shift and come out of easily, but by being aware of it, being able to name it, being able to look at it, that's really what's going to help us to shift and to be able to understand what it is that we need to let go of. And so if we can move beyond looking at all of the bad things that we see about us, all the ways that we feel that we're messing it up, all of the ways that we feel that we're shortchanging everybody else, and where we don't see our value, if we can see it and identify it, then we can start looking for the data to show it in the opposite direction, right? So that's the biggest thing that's keeping us from being able to see our full value. The next one is, what old stories are keeping us from sharing our gifts and our uniqueness? So what's keeping us from sharing all of our gifts with the world, right? So if we're all caught up in melancholy and we're all, oh, poor me, woe is me, I don't have any value, then if we can clear that off, there's still something else that's keeping us from having the faith and the confidence to share our gifts and our uniqueness with the world. And I think this is a kind of a beautiful card to have here, because I think what it is when you're looking at the 10 of Cups, you're looking at, that home of your heart, that place where you belong, no matter who you are or what you are. And a lot of us are looking for that right now. We're looking for those communities that are authentic, that are true, that are compassionate, that are caring, that are supportive. And unfortunately, a lot of the communities, we get into them and we think that's what it's going to be, and we find out that it's not. And so then, of course, here comes Eeyore again going, oh, woe is me. This community isn't what I wanted it to be. It wasn't what I expected it to be. So we need to make sure that we don't do that again. So don't share, don't talk, don't. And the best thing that we can do is, if we're looking for a community of the heart, we need to be the ones that are defining it. We need to be the ones that are creating it. We need to be the ones that are out there in the communities that are supporting us, that we feel energized in, so that's the place where we need to share. I think one of the problems is that people are so desperate for connection that they're willing to share whatever it is wherever they are. And it goes back to that idea of, like, when I was teaching, and you had the kids that would do just about anything to get attention, right? Like, bad attention is still attention. And we need to stop striving for that. We need to really, allow ourselves to have those moments of sadness, those moments of grief, so that we're clear of that, right? That we're not allowing that heavy emotion, that heaviness, that despair and despondency to be building the communities that we're in. We want to be building our communities from a light-hearted, loving, compassionate place, with the understanding that, the best communities are the ones that will have some kind of opposition in them, because you want to have something that's going to challenge you to help you to grow. But you want to know that you feel that you're safe there, and that you're loved and accepted and appreciated. And then the last one we have is, what is blocking your light that needs to be released? So we know that there's some heavy emotions that are going on. We know that we need to be building more authentic, more true communities. And now we need to know what's blocking our light. And here we have the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is coming in and saying, there's so many things that we have going, right? There's so many things that we haven't completed, that we need to complete, to clear off. It's like when you want to go and cook dinner, if you're in a home with more than one people and you want to go and cook dinner, and there's 2 different people cooking and they're using up all of the elements, and you have to sit there and wait, and then by the time it's time for you to cook, you're not feeling it, right? Like, that's kind of what this is about. It's how many things do you have going, and do you have the energy, right? Like, if you have things that you can just tie those loose ends up, just complete them off and get rid of them, that's what needs to happen. And I know, like, a really good example from my life is, I have so many projects that I have on the go, and instead of finishing off a project before taking on a new one, I'll just bring a new one on, and then I never get anything done on any of them, because I have, it's what is it? It's too many irons in the fire, right? And so it's not quite like the 10 of Wands, where you're so overwhelmed and overburdened because you're carrying everybody else's things as well. No, this is just that there's so many things that are calling for your attention, and we just need to take the time to finish things, to clear them out, to get rid of them so that they're not sapping up and we're not bleeding energy all over the place. And so that's one of the things that's really kind of blocking us, is that we have so many things that we can't shine on any one thing, because there's so many things that we're breaking ourselves up and splitting ourselves up, and we're all in different pieces and everything. And so it's very, very important for us to remember that right now we need to check in with where we are in our emotions. We need to check in and see how, like, are we, so if you think of the energy that we have right now as a flashlight that's lasering in on what it is that we want. Do we have some kind of screen or some kind of visor or some kind of something over that flashlight so that we can't really see what's there, right? Are we needing to have some time to just process out some emotion and just to back away from whatever might be getting us upset, and just to really, do we just really need a good clearing of our energetic system? Do we really just need a good cry to get that out of our system, so that, you know, when we connect with people, we're connecting from the heart? That's the biggest thing about this, is we need to really be connecting with people from the heart right now. And if we're not connecting from the heart, then we need to step back and we need to find out, you know, are there some emotions there that have us doing what we're doing? Maybe it's time to kind of let go. And then the big thing is we need to really kind of hone in on what loose ends we need to tie, right? Like when we're looking at what's blocking our light and needs to be released, well, we need to release that filter that we've put over top of our flashlight so that we can see things clearly and really start to build things from the heart, right? As long as we're building and we're moving and we're working from the heart, then that's where we're going to be able to find the most growth. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little moon reading, and I look forward to seeing you again for the new moon later on this month. Take care.